Welcome to Shadeinthecity. I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
And we're now jumping into our review of Married at First Sight episode, I believe this is 3, of season 15 in San Diego. Now, please make sure that you hit that like button.
And the subscribe button.
And please, guys, as you're here, please make sure that you check out Vanessa Flair jewelry pieces that we're wearing. Yes, and we have our coupon code. You get 30% off. And you guys, we're doing a giveaway. So if you go to all of our social media platforms, one of them, and please make sure that you just follow us on one of those and leave a comment, and we will make sure that we enter you in. And in about a week, we will pull a name, and yeah, you'll get one of these lovely pieces, net pieces.
One of hers, something like this.
Something like this. It won't be the same, but you'll get one of those. So thank you so much for your support. We want to get into the review. Let's get shady. To Kristen asking her father for his blessing. He thinks she's crazy as shit, right? And is concerned what happens if she commits and then sees these big red flags, you know. However, he understands her motivation to jump into things blindly after what happened with her last engagement. So he tells her he'll support her and he'll walk her down the aisle. And that makes her very happy.
So Mitch is still super aggravated. Everybody sees he's, getting a little bitchy. And of course, he talks about the fact that he doesn't like his beard and he's thrown off because, I guess somebody finally comes to tie his bow tie. Like somebody finally knows how to do it. And I don't know, I guess he threw such a temper tantrum already. He's like, fuck, finally. Okay.
Right.
Mitch says he's super nervous because he's been having these dreams with a lot of people from his past. He says worst case scenario, she doesn't even want to look at him. Mitch asked Mitch asked her friends if she likes bald guys. And they say yes and give him a thumbs up. So he's already feeling, he already feeling himself. He's like, feeling myself. So
with the Band-Aid,
with the low beard, I guess he's feeling better now. He's, more self-confidence. So it is wedding time, y'all. Mitch is at the altar. Kristen's mama walked down. He's like, damn, is that my
Can
wife?
I tell y'all, Twitter was talking about how much Mitch wanted her mama.
She fly though. I ain't even gonna lie.
She was.
She fly.
She walked in like Ion.
She showing up there. She came switching down that damn.
It was a runway.
She was giving boss bitch energy. Okay. But he was like, damn, is that who I'm marrying? And he's like, homie, that's her mama. So I'm sure after that.
He was like, I have great things to look forward to.
Exactly. So I thought when she walked down the aisle, he had a smile on his face, but I guess, that's only right to do. I thought he was extremely happy.
Well, Mitch had this.
He was smiling. I thought he was impressed. Anyways.
I feel like it was a fake smile. He didn't know what to do. He was so uncomfortable. He seemed so with the bandages on the head. Twitter was going off about the bandages too, y'all.
Bandages.
It was really bothering me. And the camera kept panning to the bandages.
He hurt himself, okay?
Y'all, I think he should have scarred it out. Let me know what y'all think.
Wore a hat?
Yeah, or wore a hat because that was awful. He should have hit a Forrest Gump.
I know. Him talking about uncomfortable in his own skin because of the beard. So you got a whole big ass bandage on your forehead.
But you don't want to talk about the Band-Aid. Big ass Band-Aid. Fuck out of here.
So they are both at the altar, and of course they have the time where the friends want to give her a little bit of insight. So Mitch's friends and family want her to know that he is truly a whole package, and hope she likes the beach because he could be there 5 days a week, and he is very important, as well as has two important little ladies in his life, that she better be willing to share him with, because
he ain't making no, yeah. He ain't
and
making no exceptions.
It's his two nieces that will definitely give you baby fever. He's also very passionate about saving the planet, and we know that because he gave her a plant for her gift.
For you and for me and
what
entire
human race.
People dying.
She just gonna skip over the fact that she ain't know the words. Just I know what's dying a damn song. You fucking it up. That's the fucking dying.
God.
So Kristen's friends and family want him to know that he lucky. Okay. They also said, I hope you like the beach, because she could be there almost 5 days a week. Okay, did we do something? Did we do some connection here? Now, she also has a little baby that, might make him a little jealous sometimes. And it is her dog, her little baby Luna. Apparently she is the most gentle, compassionate, and loyal person that they've ever met. Now, they get to her vows, and she states she promises to show him the good, the bad, and the bougie. No matter what life brings, she will support and defend him and have his back. And Mitch says he's fully committed to this journey. He is going to be a rock solid partner. What is this face?
He looks so unsure about it. It was the faces for me. But okay, I'm sorry. It was the faces for me. Go ahead. I'm just saying. I read people's, reactions.
Anyways, it was time to kiss, and she definitely was into it. Mitch, I don't think he was so much. He was not really ready to kiss, but they did. They did anyway. Kristen and Mitch, they're getting to know each other a little bit better. He lets her know that, normally he has a little bit more hair than this. But Pastor Cal suggested that, he shave it off. And Kristen's like, oh, I am so good with that, because she like bald heads. Now they pop a bottle of champagne. They get into a little bit of small talk about her dog. He lets her know what he does for work and says he's a coastal environmental, or he does coastal. Yeah, it wasn't making no sense, girl. He does coastal environmental policies in San Diego County. And
he picks up trash on the beach.
Why you say it like that? Why you so rude?
I'm sorry.
She's so mean. She's so mean. I thought Pisces was supposed to be nice.
I have a Gemini moon.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
So he says, it's to protect their beaches, and protect the coast. He explains that, he loves what he does, so he spends a lot of time doing it. He's basically pretty busy. It sounds like he's already trying to get out of this. Like, bitch, I ain't never gonna be home because I'm always at work. And we know from last season, there were compromises made so motherfuckers wouldn't have to work so much and spend time with their wife and their family. And it does not sound like Mitch is up for that. Kristen basically says, we are aligned, okay? Because she has her one bottle that she uses for everything. Basically, she don't do the plastic, okay? I'm out here saving the beaches too. You ain't got to worry about that. And she says their first conversation is going great. And he's the type of guy that she's normally attracted to, tall and bearded. And I guess and bald. So, of course, Lindy is still talking about how fine her husband is, child.
She said she was a little thrown off by the jacket at first.
She said, and then when she got up close, she was like,
fuck a jacket. He's fine.
and he's all mine.
Right.
Okay.
He's mine. You may have had him once, but no, that wasn't.
I think that's the wrong song. I was picturing. I was like, hold on, wait a second. I know where this is going. So Miguel, he says, he is carrying around a nice piece of jewelry, but it's more than that to him. He feels like he is carrying the weight of the world. And sir, you are. Okay, because husband responsibilities come with a lot. Right. Okay. Then they go and take their group photos. And she says that, she doesn't really think that her husband is a picture guy, but he's doing a great job considering the stances, that he's doing. He's like, does my butt look okay? That's what he was giving.
It's very cute, and I love it. And Miguel realizes that he is very responsible for this relationship failing, and he needs to step all the way up to the plate.
I don't know what that's about.
What?
I don't know.
But can I just tell y'all, I was talking about this on Twitter, and I said, what is it about Miguel? Drop in the comment, Shade Squad. I said, why do his friends keep warning us about him? And they do it throughout the episode. And I'm like, that's weird.
And it's
because we think he's such a good guy and he's good looking and it may be the woman. But what is it that Miguel is doing?
What makes it so weird is that they constantly talk about how he was forcing it and it was the women with the red flags. And
but he's breaking up with them.
Like it's the women that have the problems, but they're constantly warning about Miguel. Yeah. So
that's a red flag, y'all.
I mean, besides the Dungeons and Dragons.
Don't do that to the Dungeons and Dragons people.
So Kristen and Mitch are taking their group photos. She is getting the vibe that Mitch does not like taking pictures. She says from certain stances that he's doing. Now Mitch is, off with his friends and they checking in to see how he feel and, see if he like her. He catching the vibe. He's like, yeah, it's too early to tell.
Mm-hmm. It's a lie.
I was like, ooh. He says that, she's pretty, but he wasn't blown away right off the bat.
He needed something more. He wants to get and see her more natural because all this, she's cute or whatever. But
yeah, he said he's not normally attracted to like the dolled up state of a woman that, he likes the more natural look, but he does understand that it's a wedding and that's what you do. But he is looking forward to seeing her natural. He also says that,
as he's sitting there with 2 Band-Aids on his head. So I guess that's as natural.
That's very natural.
That's as natural as it gets going to get.
Super natural. It could have been more natural. With just the scars. He's happy with the fact that she's voluptuous. She loves the beach and she has a little dog and, clearly likes him. So I guess that's what makes it all.
You like it. I love it.
So Lindy and Miguel are at their reception. And, they're working on learning, their friends' names, their names, and getting to know each other better. They get on the dance floor. Lindy lets him know that I am awkward as fuck. I don't know how to dance. I don't know. He's like, you know what? You're good. All we're doing is rocking back and forth. You can put your hands here, wherever you feel comfortable.
Just lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Some of the niggas don't dance in the full of a family. Hey.
We're going to go ahead and turn off this jukebox. Okay, No, Trace, that was not appropriate. Okay? Jesus. Normally she with it with the jukebox. I don't know if she done threw back too many of these. But we're going to keep it. Look, we're going to keep the party going. So she let him know, basically she ain't never danced before, because of her religion. And he helps her through it, I thought it was super cute. And then he asked, what was her first impression of him? And she was like, dude,
you're handsome.
You're handsome as fuck. Like,
I want it. You can get it. You can get it.
She's like, so what you thought of me? He's like, I was just.
I know you're a pretty girl, but I'm not going to tell you that.
She's like, sir, you better. It's my wedding day. You're my husband. You better.
You better.
I don't know why they just want to do that. You better. You better.
Kristen and Mitch are taking their pictures.
Oh, okay. Well.
And Mitch
No,
is
but-
kind of just out of it. He's not really into it.
They have their first dance, and it's super awkward as fuck. And he tells her, I'm glad you took off your heels. I don't know why he feels the need to reiterate that, like, he likes unbougie.
Oh, unbougie. Okay.
And basically she's like, dude, like, what the fuck ever. She's like, so she asked him, when's the last time you slow dance? He's like, maybe high school. I can see that though, because really, I mean, you don't go out and they play slow songs. And who stands in their living room and just dance to a slow song?
Play another slow.
Okay,
dance.
all right.
This time make it sweet.
What?
Another slow dance.
Ooh. For who?
My baby and for me.
Unfortunately, he does not see this as his baby.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He does not see this as his baby. But Kristen is over here just in marital bliss. Okay.
She's happy.
She's comfortable.
'Cause I'm happy. That's what Kristen is on.
We all right, we can turn the jukebox back.
I'm just saying.
We might be able to turn you back on. And she's looking forward to kissing him in private. I don't know if he feels the same way. He let her know, yes, that once again, I like girls in their natural state. He says he's just trying to take things slow and get to know her for who she is, and doesn't really want to project his past onto her. But I don't know what the hell you projected on her, but you projected something.
I was going to say what past you have, though.
He just said he was not out here lying to females. He didn't say he wasn't out here hoeing.
Stacia and Nate.
Her friends and family start clanking their glasses, y'all. She's like, what the hell do that mean? What y'all want? Clearly, it means to kiss. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Me either. I ain't know. I ain't know either. Okay. We letting y'all know. Okay.
Okay.
They might.
We know what we found out.
We was educated. We educated y'all.
Okay.
And she says it makes her feel like a little schoolgirl. When they kiss, she happy, y'all.
She does look like a smitten kitten.
Yes. She lets him know that she's happy with who they picked for her. He's super attractive and he makes her laugh. No, she asked him, how does he feel about moving out of San Diego? And he says, I'm happy here, but
if I had a reason to move out of San Diego, if I had something that was moving me, I would, and she's like, well, I could just be anywhere and do my business because,
like, I don't got nothing holding me here. So
right.
They talk about having multiple homes.
Right.
Okay. She's like, I'm good with having multiple homes.
Because, I got real estate.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Okay.
Get all around the world, girl, all around the world.
Get around the world. Nah, yeah.
I was taking it. I was doing an old.
Oh, and I was doing Diddy and this will have generational differences.
We don't turn off that jukebox. And she said, yeah. So he asked if she asked for a younger man. She's like, no. So he's like, okay. So what was your cutoff? She was like 33, and he's like, oh, okay. So I barely made it. I'm guessing he's 33.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, so what was yours? He said 27 to 34. And she was like, oh, so I was way out of that. He was like, yeah, you ain't make the cut. Let me say something. If looks could kill, that man will be 6 feet under.
Right.
Okay. She's like, huh, nigga. So he explained that Pastor Cal told him, you want
if
this
you
boss.
Want a boss woman.
You think you're going to find her at 27? So he's like, yeah,
go ahead, raise the age a little bit.
Raise that up a little bit. So, was she 36, 37, something like that? You remember how old she is? No? Okay. All right, we're going.
37. She's 37.
Oh, you did hear me?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
Sometimes I'll be listening, sometimes I don't. Okay, Justin and Alexis. They here giving us these good vibes. Now, it's a little cold, and she's like, my man is cold. My man is cold.
My man's in there.
So can you bring the heater closer to us so we can, get it together? And he's like, I love everything about you. As I stare,
He is really spitting.
as I stare into your eyes, I see the Black Queen in you, beloved.
You took me out with that shit.
My sweet babies.
I can't stand you. What the hell? Why is she this way? Jesus Christ.
This is why it's Shadeinthecity. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh my God.
So let's get back to the plot line. So he's telling her how enamored he is with her. And it's beautiful. It is. And she's just eating it up, and she's like, don't tempt me with a good time.
Well, yes, because he was like, if I fuck up, I have no problem, admitting that I fucked up. He's like, and I'm a pleaser. I'm a natural pleaser. So all I want to do is make you happy. And she's
that
like,
could also be a problem. And that could also be a problem.
Would you like to elaborate?
Because just for me, Shade Squad, weigh in and let me know what you guys think. But for me, I can't have a man that's like kiss my ass, like pleaser, like I'm gonna do what you want. Like I want somebody to admit, yeah, I fucked up, I was wrong. I can't be with somebody that's just like, I'm gonna do whatever you say, and even if I'm wrong, even if I'm not wrong, it's whatever you want, my love, beloved. Sidebar.
You see I whispered.
So y'all, we back to the good vibes and love energy with Lindy and Miguel. Now, Nels couldn't get it right.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. She kept trying to put Kristen and Miguel together, and I don't know why. But
Kristen and Mitch too.
Right. But apparently we learned that obviously Miguel speaks Spanish, and she thinks that shit's so sexy. She's like a little bit turned on by it. And
apparently she was trying to learn how to speak Spanish. She can understand
spent a year in Spain, we learned.
Mm-hmm. So he said, I'm gonna teach you, boo.
And she's like, I really want to learn.
Starting to say some shit, but it is so inappropriate.
You teaching. That's all I'm saying.
It's too late at night for this. This is not after hours.
It's the late night in the city. Turn the lights off.
Turn your lights down low.
So, no, they just have a really good conversation, and they basically just flirt with each other for what I got. Did you get anything else?
I just thought it was cute. She's like, she literally is holding up a fan of his face. She's like, I am fangirling my husband.
You did say you did like how vulnerable she was.
Yes, I think it's super dope, especially the way that she was brought up, for her to be like, okay, you know what? I met this guy today. He's my husband, and I am super open. I am super vulnerable. I just think I think it's just super dope that she's able to do that, especially with the way she was brought up, so sheltered. So Mitch and Kristen, they're catching up, getting to know each other, like, everybody else is.
She's like, you ever been married? You ain't got no kids? You ain't got one?
Yeah, they both say that they don't have any kids. He says he's never even been in a long-term relationship.
Red flag.
We know Kristen can't say that because we know about her long-term relationship.
Right.
Mitch says he doesn't. So Mitch has made this vow, and he said that he does not make a vow unless he means it. He's not the BS guy. Lying is not in his DNA. And we picked that up, Mitch. We got that. He says he really just wants to chill with his wife. This whole wedding thing and big dress thing is stupid to him. We understand you ain't been married, but that's how it goes. Unless you wanted to go to the courthouse. I mean, you didn't have to go on here. But
you're right. You could have done it that way.
But it's time to cut the cake, and of course, in true Mitch fashion, it looks like a big ass pile of seaweed. With his beach loving ass. And
it was a very recreational looking cake.
Everybody is cutting a cake. They're feeding each other the cake, and
most normal weddings.
Exactly. Right. So we ain't really going to that. Okay. We're going to get into Lindy
and her friend Gabby.
Yes. Gabby is clearly impressed with Miguel. Okay. She says he is so handsome.
Lady, you need to watch her.
And Puerto Ricans.
And you know they say they're good in bed, right? Lindy, watch your mans. Watch your mans.
We know you're a little naive. We know you're a little wet behind the ears, boo, but
that's your mans.
That's your mans in that. Miguel says that he feels like things with Lindy are really great, and he feels like the experts put in the work, to make this match happen. I feel you, because there's been a few times where I've questioned it. Okay. Priscilla, Miguel's sister, has a conversation with Lindy, and Lindy is just like, this is better than I ever could have imagined. She explains that her brother is not perfect, and what he really needs is effective communication. Fact. She says that in the past, he's communicated things that he's needed, and women just kind of, like talk the talk, but didn't walk the walk. They didn't follow through with it.
Right.
Lindy says, she's ready to communicate with him, and she knows conflict will arise. But right now she's just super happy and smitten with everything. Lindy tells Priscilla, like she's the most important person besides, of course, her husband that she'll be talking to tonight, because apparently his parents didn't show up.
Right.
And she's known him his entire life. Priscilla says she is just super duper proud of the human being he's become, especially given his tumultuous upbringing. She said, like, their parents were hardly even there. And Lindy asked if there's any red flags, and Priscilla says, no, he's just such like a well-adjusted man, giving their upbringing. And Lindy said, she had a tumultuous upbringing as well, and they're either going to trauma bond or trauma is going to destroy them. So then Lindy's brother.
Oh, Lord. Not Lindy's brother.
Luke, I am your father.
No, that's out the Bible, Luke chapter 3, verse 20. And Luke came here to say, my brethren, I want to know if you have accepted the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
And Miguel says he said he believes in a higher power. But organized religion
video games
just doesn't make any sense to him.
It could be Roblox.
Miguel says he doesn't naturally gravitate towards believing, and Lindy's family is just not impressed at all.
And the brother is like, I would really hope that my sister would marry somebody that believed. And like he was going to make him believe in a higher power by him like putting the force on him. I would really, and Miguel was just like, I told you I don't believe in shit. That's what it is.
I mean, he's in bioscience.
I believe in the stars in the sky and in the Big Bang Theory.
You have to, his profession explains it all.
We learned Mitch ain't got no money.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to creep up to it. We're going to sneak a link to it. So what happened was...
You got to tell how we know he ain't got no
money. So he was talking to the mother-in-law, which he was giving... Ronnie, which he was giving the googly eyes to the whole time. He want her mama. This is a whole fucking Young and the Restless.
I cannot deal with soap this chick opera
that's going on right now on
Somebody come get her. Don't you dare.
Okay. Because I can do it. So, no, he's running around. He's like, so, I'm not really into this, superficial shit. He over here looking at this baddie that clearly has had work done. Okay?
She's still a baddie.
She's still a baddie, but that has been money put into that. Okay? And he over here, I don't really care about things like that.
He likes the natural state.
I like natural. And I just,
niggas say that shit because it sounds good.
Money doesn't mean everything to me.
And he's like, and I hope she feels the same. She said, well, she's independent, but she does, like someone that shares the same goals as her. He's like, well, you know what? Money is important. It is. Justin and Donnell, they have a heart to heart. And, Donnell lets him know,
you my little brother, yo. I'm seeing you grow up in front of my eyes, and I didn't think you was ready for this, but I see you got it. You good. We good in the hood. You my whore.
And he says, after talking to Alexis, he has no more reservations. He's just gonna trust him from now on, and he's done crying. Okay, apparently
he's not doing this no more tonight.
He did it 4 times. 4 times. He done. So then Alexis, she goes to talk to the homeboys.
And she's like, what's the
cheat codes?
What's the cheat codes up in this?
And his friend Roman says, you know what? I got one for you. He was like, as long as you don't assassinate his character and always understand that he's trying, he'll never take you for granted.
And his other homeboy's like,
he's sensitive.
He a little sensitive.
I don't know why, but her face when that was said was like, okay, really?
Because she doesn't come off sensitive at all.
So Kyle asked if she's a ride or die, or does she just want a husband? Alexis said, dying is a bit much.
Right.
Okay. But she is committed to the process and she has no reservations. Now, Roman asked her what are her cheat codes. And, because of course he gonna get the phone call. And if she's upset, should he chase or should he leave her alone? And she says, oh, he should definitely chase. Okay.
He should be outside my house.
Exactly. She's like, if I block his phone number, he should email. If I block his email, he should send a message in the bottle. And, if that don't work,
he should be outside my house with a boombox.
In the cold with a wife beater on. I said, you know what?
That's the answer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Alexis. And then Justin is with Alexis' family, trying to get some info as well. And Asira asked Justin, how you gonna protect our sister? And he said, besides God, she's gonna come first.
Well, they're like, well, that's a good answer, brother. That's exactly. A good answer.
I mean, does it get any better?
Right.
And she tells him that she is the mist before the storm, and her sister Amber is the storm, the quiet storm.
Quiet storm.
Right. And Amber explains that she wants him to take care of her sister, love her, but be firm, and guide her.
We see a male meet up in the bathroom. We ain't know men do this. I thought y'all just piss and keep it moving. But apparently they had a Miguel and what's that man? Mitch. Miguel and Mitch had a meet up. Eminem had a meet up in the bathroom. And, they're like, what was it like? Is you like your wife? How's she doing? Da, da, da. And, they both seem to be pretty happy. Mitch lies and says he's happy with Kristen, even though we know that's bullshit.
But he said they vibing and she's cute. So I don't think he lied. They are vibing.
Okay, so maybe he's coming around.
He does think that she's cute.
But Miguel says he's fully smitten. He's going all the way in. He's like, I'm going in. And I'm going to go hard. I'm just saying. Maybe that wasn't the right song.
It's after dark shit. I don't know.
Okay.
Is it
Shadeinthecity after dark?
Right? I don't know if it's too late for you to be on here. Okay. You acting up.
Acting up before you get smacked up. Anyway, so no, that was pretty much, and they would just realize you're both good.
Well, they spoke about Ben.
And how his wedding was canceled because of
postponed because
of
he
the
has
C-19.
Also, Mitch says, basically, they talk about how good guys they are and they don't want to be idiots. And Mitch says that, they're only idiots if they sabotage it because of their own baggage. And you want to speak on that? Do you have an opinion?
What? Oh, I said, what did I say?
He was going to self-sabotage.
Oh, Mitch is going to self-sabotage. Mitch, I don't know what it is about her, and we can't figure it out just right now. But he's gonna self-sabotage.
All right.
I said this on Twitter, and a lot of people agree with me. He's gonna mess up this relationship, and it's nothing to do with Kristen, and everything to do with him. It's just he's not that into her. So we'll start off.
Yeah.
We'll start off.
You getting into the wrong meat and potatoes.
I want to be starting something. You got to be starting something.
So Nate goes to talk to Stasha's friends and family, and they want to know, like, what you learned. He's like, I learned that she sleeps with her eyes open.
And they're like, only a little bit. It's half.
He's like, that is some scary shit. It is some scary shit. If y'all know a motherfucker who sleep with their eyes open,
that's some scary.
Yeah. And he lets them know that, that the physical is already there. He just needs to get to know her. Then Stasha, she goes to talk to his groomsmen, and, they want to know more about her. She's like, I'm not really a vulnerable person. I'm not big on showing my emotions. And, she's like, I've been single. Like, I've never had to consider anyone. But this is going to be new for her. She's going to have to consider her husband. Then Derek, his homeboy, asks how she feels about him having female friends. And she's like, it's not a problem for me. As long as we have a clear understanding of the boundaries and they're not crossed. Speaking of boundaries, Stasha, Nate, and Megan. Now, if y'all don't remember Megan is she a roommate? Like a roommate?
I don't know what she is.
I don't know who she is, but she
was his friend. He just a friend.
What?
And you say he just a friend. Oh, baby, you. Yes.
So they all sit down. Megan is his female friend.
Right.
It was already giving more than friends from the get-go.
Right.
Apparently, he didn't even introduce them. She's like, oh, yeah, my name is Megan, by the way, while they're having a conversation.
The reason that she felt the need to speak up and let her presence be known is...
I want to know the reason he didn't feel the need to introduce them. This is your female friend, though. That should have been...
If she's so close to you.
Off the rip there. So, Megan tells Stasha that, boo, you can reach out to me anytime you need anything. You're like family, just like he is. And,
And Stasha's looking at her like, why would I want to do that?
Basically. And like, maybe you can come over for game nights. Because, we do that type of thing. We have game nights.
And when we're not,
game nights.
When we're not hiking in the sunsets. Because that's something we do too.
And apparently this was said in his vows about hiking in the sunsets.
So now it's got her, let me tell y'all what the real issue is. Now it's got her wondering who said this, he's a freak in the sheets. Because remember, they kept trying to figure it out. Who said that? Who said that?
So Megan then explains that she's known him for a year. Okay, when she first moved out there.
They ain't got no deep.
I want to know, right? Boo, please. I want to know.
But she over here tearing up. I just care about him so much, and you're now a part of our family.
She's like, he showed her around. He's a really nice guy. But my thing is, okay, I get that. He's nice. He's a nice guy, whatever. So a year ago when y'all met, how did y'all meet? Was he trying to get at you? Was y'all at a group function? Y'all just ran into each other? How'd y'all meet? I would have been like, a year ago. How'd y'all meet?
It's giving FBE.
I hope y'all got your whole story together, bitch, because I'm here for the answers.
FBE.
I need answers, okay? And let me say something. The more Megan talks, the more Stasha looks like a deer caught in headlights. She is like, is this what the fuck I just signed up for?
Right. Because y'all moving funny.
Megan says she's worried that, like someone, like he'll have to do something else and really won't have time for it. She's like, yeah, something else. Like, yeah, like not as much game nights. I just love that she said that. Like, bitch, don't try to play me. And then what's his face? Nate. What's his name, Trace?
What?
What's the name?
FB. Oh, Thotty Pippen.
Thotty Pippen. Okay. Thotty Pippen was like, yeah, hopefully someday we can play charades together. Not likely, sir. Not likely.
That's our new name for Nate. He's Thotty Pippen. We see Alexis and Justin. It's garter time. This could be a very controversial time for couples. But theirs went well. He comes up. He goes down. He does his whole sachet Shantae down the. And he goes and grabs that garter, takes it down her leg. Her mama's like, what is going on?
With his mouth.
With his mouth. Drum roll of the partition, please.
I cannot.
That's what it was giving.
Oh my gosh. So her mama don't see.
Right. But no, she said she was here for it and it was cute. They was giving. He was going up their leg and brought it down and then he did a
little backdrop thing. I don't know. It was awkward as fuck to me.
It was a whole performance.
Nothing at all.
I felt like he practiced it.
None of it was at all sexy to me.
Lindsay and Miguel, and he does, his garter very respectfully.
Yes, he was very respectful.
And one of the things that I noticed, again, that I bring up, Shade Squad, his friends, again, warn Miguel to not mess it up. Lindy's really into you. You got it. Like, it almost like is like, bro, you got this. Don't mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we not know about Miguel? That's what I said on Twitter, and I had hundreds of people like my tweets. But nobody responded. What is wrong with Miguel? Can y'all tell me? Drop down in the comments. What is wrong with Miguel? What do we not know about him? Y'all can send me the DM me. I'm just saying.
Well, Kristen, she goes to tell her...
Lindy,
she goes to talk to her bridesmaids and talk about how happy...
places. My jukebox was right there.
It was on point. She goes to talk to her friends about how super excited she is and she feels the sexual chemistry. So they're like, you fucking or no? They was
gonna run it for this wedding, girl.
You know that's
Is you really about this marriage, girl, or no?
Look, she was like, you can't say that. She was like, you gonna beep or no?
Or no.
We ain't get no answer.
Look, I guess because she married, that 7-day Adventist went out the window, right? Now you can break all the rules. She married now.
Ain't no rules. She married. Nate's friends ask him if he feels chemistry. And he's like, yeah, absolutely. And, Nate's friends ask him if he thinks that it's going to go down tonight. He's like, we attracted to each other. It's a possibility. They ask what if, she only like born as missionary? He was like, I definitely wouldn't want that. So I would have to guide her in the right direction and literally put her in the right position. I said, oh, all right, sir. So his friend lets him know that, she was asking about that freak in the sheet comment. Apparently, they trying to figure out who the fuck said it. He probably know who said it. Stasha's friends asked what she thought when she first saw him. She was like, girl, I was walking down the aisle with my head down. Okay, I didn't even want to know. She was like, and I looked up. I was like, oh, okay, we good. And so they asked her, is she keeping up that barrier or is she busting wide open? She was like, I ain't busting the goddamn thing. I ain't busting nothing. And, they're like, well, he a freaking sheet. She was like, he can be, just not tonight. And as she gets up and walks away, because she's like, I'm going to go sit with my husband. Like, I'm tired of you ladies. They're talking about some consummated. Of course, her husband heard that shit. He's like, what y'all saying?
Say it loud for the people in the back.
Right. So Alexis and her sisters are discussing the fact that Justin is celibate, and they don't really seem like they believe it. They're like,
not the way he was searching for that garter.
They was like, girl,
he know where to find it.
You gonna find out the first time around whether it's bullshit or not. And Justin tells his boys that he understands that his wife is wanting a emotional connection first. So they're probably, just going to lay in bed and stare in each other's eyes for the night. He says there's really no pressure because he's celibate and, he's good. Now, Treese noticed something. while they were playing this scene. Would you like to touch on that, Trees?
What?
She noticed that they were playing Back Up on My Bullshit.
Oh, yes.
While he was talking about being celibate.
And I thought this was really weird. Not, I love Janae. That's my spirit animal. And person. I shouldn't say animal, but she's my spirit person. And I was like, why are they playing her song in the back of, and I was like, he's bullshitting us. And Lifetime is trying to let us know, because they didn't do that any others. I can't recognize any other song. Every other is a random instrumental, but that one was very clear. That one was very clear.
So the couples are getting ready to spend their first night together. Kristen is, of course, super excited. We know.
We know Kristen is.
She's super duper excited.
Stasha
says she hasn't been this happy in a very long time. And she feels like, she could definitely fall in love with her husband. And he seems perfect, even for her.
But she ain't busting nothing open tonight.
She's not. But she thinks, he could be the one. Miguel says he definitely feels a connection between him and Lindy. And he's looking forward to exploring their connection and sees a future with them together. Justin says Alexis is 100% his type if you ask him to describe it. He says he did get his heart broken in the past, but he ain't worried about that shit. He ain't think about none of that shit. And he wants to love her so much that she doesn't have to think twice about whether she's loved or not.
It warmed my heart. Y'all better stop shitting on Justin. He might be a good stand-up guy.
So Alexis and Justin get to their room, and he's letting her know, I checked on your family, I checked on my family, and he's like, everybody grilled me. And she's like, because I'm spoiled, motherfucker.
And we both learned they're both the babies of their family.
Yes. And she was like, the one that spoiled me the most was my grandmother. She passed apparently back in 2017. And she says that she's her namesake and her name is Grace. Justin says it's crazy because he said when he had a daughter, he actually wanted her name to be Grace. And she's like, I ain't really want no girls though.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, he like, well, I want her daddy's little girl. So, to each their own. Child. Then, so he asked her what she thought of him when she first saw him. And she said, I definitely saw you on the dating app Hinge before. And he like, me? When? She said 4 months ago. And he tried to be like, oh, maybe that wasn't him. And she's like, sweetie, ain't nobody walking around San Diego that's 7 foot tall. And he's like, yeah, you right. Okay, so she says, it's superficial. It's in the past.
That bullshit.
She says, that superficial is in the past. And, he's her husband. Like, she ain't tripping. So she decides, I'm going to go take a shower, go get freshened up, and then, get ready for bed. This man is like, look. So she asked him to help her unbutton his dress. And he like, look, I don't know what the fuck y'all trying to do to me, but I'm hard as a motherfucking rock right now. He was like,
as a rock.
Right? He was like, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to maintain my celibacy around her. Okay? So she's like, she in the bed. She like, you got this thick chocolate lotioned girl in your bed. I know I'm tempting you. I said, oh, you little drunk, freaky ass. He hopped in the bed quick as fuck. They started kissing. I don't know what the hell happened after that, child, but looking at the previews for next episode, it's not looking like they really did anything. But
and I'm mad that Lifetime, I wouldn't do anything in these La Quinta rooms either with probably got bed bugs and shit. I wouldn't.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
I'm just saying, I know it's a free room.
They're going to tell you to pay for your own
but
room.
It looked very Best Westernish. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another review of Married at First Sight. Please make sure, if you have not already, that you hit that like button,
you comment,
you subscribe,
and hit the notification bell.
And please follow us on all our platforms. And guys, make sure that you are listening to us, following us, doing everything for the giveaway. We will give you more details, do a separate post. But we appreciate you guys. Make sure, again, that you're following us either on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure that you like the post, and then make sure that you comment. And yeah, you will be entered into our drawing.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!